Hey y'all, Melissa here, and I am working on the wellness journey. So this is actually day 25 of my wellness journey. This is August 4th, 2025, and I'm starting a fast. So I usually try to go into a fast with a set number of hours that I'm going to fast, but I'm not doing that this time. It's kind of open-ended, not predetermined. I'm going to see how it goes. Minimum is 36 hours that I want to do, but honestly, in my heart of hearts, I want to do more like 100 hours. And that sounds crazy when you hear somebody just out of the blue say, I'm going to fast for 100 hours. I understand. I know that sounds crazy. Also, I want to reassure y'all, don't worry about me. I don't have pre-existing conditions. I don't take any kind of medications at all. I can do this. I can do 100 hours. I've done this. So I can do a 100-hour fast, water fast. Meaning you're drinking water while you're fasting, but it's still really hard. It's still really hard. Even though I'm capable, I'm able, I'm not always willing. I'm just going into this just determined, and I'm going to see where I get to, because I know the reality of actually going through with a long fast, even 72 hours, even 48 hours, even 36 hours. There's times that if you are willing to do an extended fast, you attempt to do those lengths of fast, and you just hit a wall. You just can't always complete it. So right now I feel really good. Right now I feel really strong. So I talk about the 100 hours. Like, this is a Monday, and I started this fast at 11 p.m. Sunday night. We had eaten in the evening, and I snacked a little bit late. I know that's a habit that I'm working my way away from, but I also knew I was looking forward into wanting to do a significant fast. So I did allow myself to snack with the family last night and to just enjoy. No rules, no protocol right now, because when you start into the fasting, then like, it's really hard. So this is a Monday. So what's hard about this, like, I can't dwell on this, because when we're talking about 100 hours, you're talking about 4 full days and 4 more hours. So if I'm here on a Monday saying I'm really just in the first 24 hours of a 100-hour fast, we're talking about, like, it's going to be Friday before really I can have food if I see this 100-hour water fast through. So we'll see, but reassure y'all, it's okay. I'm not going to end up in starvation mode over some extended fast. Trust me, I'm not at that point in my journey. I have the accumulated fat to work off of, to use for energy, and to lose, and that's part of why I am willing to do these aggressive fasts. And I hope I reach a point where I don't need the aggressive fasts, and I don't feel the need for the aggressive fasts. I'll still do intermittent fasting, but this whole thing, even working with the extended fast and working with the intermittent fast, is showing me so much about what I do choose to eat, when I'm eating, and how much I choose to eat, and what makes me feel good and what makes me feel bad. And I've heard it said, you learn things while you're fasting you don't learn any other way. The most recent time I heard that said was on Trainer Joe's channel. And I love that channel, Trainer Joe's, because there's several channels like this, but when I need a shot of, you can do this and don't make an excuse, I go listen to Trainer Joe. It's just what I need most of the time to reinforce what I'm trying to accomplish. But at this point in this fast, started this fast at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night is when I started marking time, and this is about 3 p.m. Monday. I'm 16 hours in on the first 24-hour stretch of the fast, and I'm not gonna dwell on I can't eat till Friday. I told you how hard that is. Like, that makes it awful when you're like, I'm not gonna eat for a week. Like, your brain just wants to go into meltdown mode immediately, because that's terrible to stand here and think it's Monday and I'm not going to eat till Friday. That's awful. That turns me off. I don't even want to do it. But I do want to do it because I do want to do this long fast. So I'm not going to think of the days and the names of the days. I'm going to think of probably striving for 12-hour increments. So You know, I'm at 16. So my next point that I'm striving for right now is 24 hours. So how's the day going? 16 hours in, I've had just 60 ounces of water. So definitely want to have at least 40 ounces more of water. I actually went and walked 2 miles. So I didn't think I would get that done today, and I did. And I've been doing my regular work, my farm work here with raising chickens, with making some content, and I won't be home till 10 tonight from work. So that's my day. Definitely going to make it through the first 24 hours, and then I want to turn the corner and keep the fast going. So have I been hungry? Yeah, I have been hungry. So 13 hours in, I was making lunch for one of my sons, able to come home for lunch. I enjoy doing that for my family, so it doesn't bother me. If I wasn't willing to do it, my sons could whip up lunch for themselves, no problem, and are perfectly willing to do so, but I like to do that. So I was making him some lunch, and it smelled so good, and I had like hunger pains, but I drank some water, like 10 minutes later, all good. The other time that I was hungry was about 15 hours in. I was walking. I was in the midst of that 2-mile walk, and I got this hunger, like, I got to eat something now. And I was like, you can handle this. Just keep walking. And so when I got home, I had some water, and I'm good. So, and I did feel like I was getting a little bit of a headache around that 13-hour, 14-hour mark. But I want to tell you, it wasn't from hunger. I was already in the kitchen anyway. That's when I was preparing lunch for one of my sons that can come home on his lunch half hour, whatever he gets. And I had been washing dishes, and I had been using a very strong degreaser. And the little bit of headache was actually triggered from that. And simply by keeping the water going and getting outside and walking, that headache actually dissipated. So it's actually gone. So that's great. But the hunger pains don't feel irritable, don't feel edgy. I don't have any joint or muscle pain at the moment. So by this point in, at 16 hours, digestion should have completed from whatever I ate last previously. So this is really a great time of the fast when you turn that corner from like 16, 17 hours and you work toward 24 hours. I usually feel really strong, really good, and pretty energetic and really clear-minded during this time. So right now, I feel great. So if I can keep this fast going, I am going to. I'm going to. I have to do it. I have to get well. Last time I did an update on the wellness journey was on day 22. And I mentioned that I'd been watching several channels, Becoming Superhuman, Trainer Joe's, and there's a couple others I really like, Ben Azadi and Dr. Mindy Pelz. Those are all great channels. I will go ahead and put a link in the description to give you for reference in case you want to go look those channels up. But I shared with y'all that I started an accountability notebook, so I'll tell you more about that at another time. But one of the things I put in my accountability notebook for my wellness journey specifically was a quote each day from Trainer Joe's channel. And I'm going to revisit that channel to try to get some more great quotes to add to continuing my accountability journal as I go along through the rest of this 120 days. But I started with, on August 1st, the quote that I borrowed from Trainer Joe was, "Food won't fix it." Food won't fix it. And his expanded version of that was, if hunger isn't the problem, food isn't the solution. And then I, even in my mind, am like taking this a step further from food won't fix it to food isn't going to fix what I am trying to fix. And in fact, what I am learning is foregoing food for longer times and foregoing specific kinds of foods altogether, eliminating those things from what I choose to eat, is what is really, really going to help me with my goals to have great range of motion, to not have pain, to get to be the size I want to be. Absolutely. Food isn't going to fix any of that, and actually really managing food and less food is what's really going to fix it for me. So again, please be reassured. I'm not going into starvation mode. I don't have an eating disorder. I'm not hurting myself. I have learned that I need to improve my wellness. and that actually fasting is going to help me do it. And it's helping me with lifestyle changes and mindset shifts that are going to make me be able to maintain a healthy lifestyle after this 120-day wellness journey. So I'm going to keep you posted on this fast. So 16 hours in, so far so good. Thanks so much for watching. I'll check back in with y'all. God bless you.